The work I will present here targets on target detection in the maritime domain. Acoustic in this domain is the main modality, as it provides long-range coverage and good propagation properties. Target detection and recognition can be split in two main aspects. We can look at the shape of the object and the material that composes the object. Additionally, the resolution problem has been addressed using synthetic aperture sonar, which provides very high resolution images at long ranges. And the material aspect hasn't really dealt with properly so far. In this work, we have provided two new architecture and signal processing framework to solve those two problems. For the resolution problem, we have proposed new MIMO Sonar systems which enables to take advantage of multiple views of the target to increase the diversity of signals received from those targets. This is ideal for the detection and classification of low-profile targets and has been demonstrated in harbor protection.
So MIMO stands for multiple input, multiple outputs. The shift that we want to make here is to shift from one single very expensive sensor to a plurality of cheap and inexpensive sensors. During this project, we developed the theoretical background behind MIMO. We try to understand what is the response, what is the MIMO response of a target of such system, and we try to understand how we can fuse all the information that we gather with all the different views that providing a MIMO system. In order to unlock all the property that we can have access from large MIMO sonar system, we had to overcome two main problems. The first problem is due to the independent view problem. We have to ensure that all the pair of view are statistically independent between them. The second problem that we have to overcome is the capability to send orthogonal waveform into the water. So MIMO system offer a shift in paradigm in where you place your sensor into the environment in order to have access to understand exactly what you are looking at. And for instance, this kind of very cheap vehicle can be used to deploy the sensor a bit everywhere into your environment and have a better idea about what you're looking at. One of the applications that we develop with MIMO sonar system is harbor protection. Because with this system we've got very high resolution and high capability of detection, then we can detect very low profile targets such as AUV entering the harbor to disrupt the traffic, for instance.
For the classification of the material, we have provided new low-frequency wideband approaches which enables to penetrate inside the structure and to interact with the material directly. This complex interaction between the structure, the wave and the material requires new signal processing, which enables you to classify the target much more effectively and which combined with the high-resolution system gives you a much better understanding of the whole scene.
So the ocean cover over 72% of our planet, and strangely we know very little about them. The reason behind this is that the oceans and the water in general is a very harsh environment and it's really difficult to get there. The second problem is very difficult to sense there and to have meaningful information from this sensor. Traditionally, we use a sonar system. The traditional sonar use high frequency, high resolution system. However, this system just provides a view of the surface of the object or the surface of the environment. During this project, we developed broadband system who can penetrate the target, that penetrate the environment in order to understand the inner resonance that we've got inside the target for better resolution, better recognition, and better classification. In underwater application, we use imagery system, just because we humans are very comfortable with images. However, just by producing the image, we lose a lot of information about the object and about the target we are imaging. With this project, we look at the sound and the resonance which happen inside the target to get better clue about what the target is for better classification. So this is an electronic pod for a broadband sonar system. The particularity of the sonar system that we developed is that we cover the same frequency band as the dolphins are using. Because dolphins are very good at what they do, they're able to identify specific fish, communicate with one another and navigate without any problem. And we follow this approach in order to have a better recognition underwater.